So in this video we're going to analyse the functions and the characteristics of money. What are they? And the key thing is, of course, is money acts as a medium of exchange. Yes, I can give this to someone in exchange for a commodity or a service. So if I want to buy an ice cream, instead of hoping that the ice cream vendor wants some economics tuition, I can give them £5. Because the problem with, if you don't have money, is you have to do bartering. And bartering is a huge problem, because the problem with bartering is you have to have a double coincidence of wants, and that's highly unlikely to happen, especially in terms of equivalent of the same value. The ice cream vendor might not want any economics tuition. Oh dear. So the key thing about money is it acts as a medium of exchange, and means we can move to a much more sophisticated economy and away from a bartering type economy. Actually, anthropologists point out that societies didn't use bartering in the past as much as we might think. And the second, of course, key function of money is it acts as a unit of account. It enables us to measure the price or the value of a service or a good, indeed of labour. Okay. And thirdly, it acts as a store of value. We can hold on to these £5 notes for quite some time, and as long as it's not eroded by inflation, because we know inflation reduces the purchasing power of money, money will therefore act as a store of value over time. And fourthly, money acts as a standard of deferred payment. In other words, I can agree to pay you £5 in the future. In other words, it allows debt to occur and credit to occur, which really helps in terms of the sophistication of an economy. So that's fourthly, standard deferred payment. So if we look at the characteristics of money, what's interesting is in the past people have used gold coins as money. In prisoner of war camps, people have actually used cigarettes as money. Now if you use cigarettes, will it have these characteristics which you need for money to function? First of all, you need it to be durable. So this is pretty durable. It'll last, it won't wear out. You need it to be portable, well, you can carry around this quite easily. Whereas cigarettes, okay, they're quite portable. Gold coins, they do get a bit heavy after a while, not necessarily so portable. Thirdly, you need money to be divisible. Now this of course breaks down into pound coins, 50p, 20p, 10p, etc. So you can easily divide it up, which you can't do with cigarettes or gold coins so easily. In Britain it was so divisible in the 70s to have half-pence coins. Fourthly, it's hard to counterfeit or forge. This is hard to forge. If you photocopy it, it won't come out that well. And the Bank of England have made it harder to forge currency in the last few decades. It needs to be generally accepted. So because this is issued by a central bank, the Bank of England, it is generally accepted and recognisable. Sometimes you have problems like, say for example, you were in London and you'd come from Scotland, you had a Scottish £5 note. People are sometimes even wary about accepting that, sometimes wary about accepting £50 notes, which occasionally I have, and the reason for that is that there's quite a lot that are counterfeit and they're forged. So even those issued by the Bank of England aren't always accepted. Gold coins probably would be accepted as long as you could prove that it was gold, of course. And of course the key thing, quite an issue, is it needs to be in limited supply. If the problem with cigarettes in prisoner of war camps was when new prisoners came in and they brought in lots of cigarettes from outside, or they managed to inveigle in cigarettes from the outside, the money supply increased, and of course the value of money fell. And of course when people started smoking the cigarettes, the value of money increased. Each cigarette was worth more in terms of goods and services. If you want to find out more about that, then see the video on the quantity theory of money.